Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Yolandi and this is Petals and Prosperity. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey and supporting me along the way. So first things first, this is a budget with me video. So in other words, this is our May payday, but it is our budget for June. So what I usually do is our calendar month runs from our payday until our next payday. So, because hubby gets paid on the 25th, I get paid on the 28th. So, we start our month on the 25th. Although this month my hubby got paid on the 22nd, it just makes me actually so mad because now the month is longer until the next payday. However, we are going to do our best to get by and stick to our budget. All right, so let's get started. The figures I show you here is our actual and true figures. We are not blowing any figures up, so usually what I do is I just call it May/June 2026. Okay, so hubby's income is a 9,000, and then mine is 12,700. So I know by now that is altogether 21,700. Now, guys, we do have a low income in our household, so I'm going to show you how we survive. Although this month you'll see I had to adjust some of our debt payments because we cannot pay the full minimum, but I have already spoken to our creditors and arranged with them and sent them all the necessary proof of why I cannot pay my full minimum this month. But they will be getting something at least just to show that we're not running away. So, guys, that is something that I just want to reiterate. I communicate with my creditors so that they know we're not running away. That is very important. And I'm so sorry if the camera is shaking. I have been looking high and low for a proper tripod, but I will keep on looking until I find something that will not shake as much. I'm thinking one of those that stands next to the desk and comes up with the overhead shot. But anyways, the most important thing is just to always be in contact with your creditors so that they know what's going on. All right. Okay, so for now, this is our, I just want to see if you guys can see. Okay, so this is our salary that hits the bank. Now, this is without commissions, without overtime, because obviously you can't budget on those as it is not the same in every single month. It's not a fixed income. And you might budget on, a too high income and then you just shoot yourself in the foot and your budget doesn't work out and you can't understand why. And that is one of the reasons. The other reason your budget doesn't work out is because you do not know your numbers. You do not know what to budget on. For example, food, rent is a different story. You know what your rent is. If you are on prepaid water, prepaid electricity, you budget too low, and in other words, you're setting yourself up for failure from the beginning, from the word go, which is very dangerous, and it is going to make you feel frustrated. It's going to make you feel to like you just want to give up. Like budgeting is not for you, but I promise you, follow along on my journey and the tips and stuff I give you, use them, follow them, and see how it works for you. Like, before you can start your first budget, you need to know your numbers. You need to know how much you spend on food, how much you spend on electricity, how much you spend on water. If you are a smoker, how much you spend on smokes. Like if you give your kids allowances, that sort of thing. So just be aware of your exact numbers. And then when you set up your budget, you can use realistic numbers. Yes, there are areas that you can cut in if you have a very high outstanding debt. And the goal at the end of the day would be to get our debt done and dusted. All right. So this from this month's budget, our budget is going to be a bit tight because I had to use up all our savings. My husband had a dental emergency in the beginning of May, where they had to cut his one tooth out. And then also last week, as I told you guys, he was diagnosed with lip cancer. So the treatments are 850 Rand every single time. Now, I've had to make new loans, which you'll see on this budget, where I have to start paying that back. And that is because we did not have enough in our emergency fund. But if we did not have an emergency fund at all, that would have been a totally different story. So at least we had something that we can put towards this, and we can just take this time and every month just start rebuilding on that. All right. So my husband gets essentials money, he gets overtime and all of that. Although this month he did not get because of all the times he's been off work now with all his treatments and stuff. And his work is not in jeopardy at all. They are actually very supportive of the journey that we are going through now. So my basic is 12,700. That is what actually hits my bank. That is if I don't get any commissions. Now, my workplace has started paying me commissions for sales done since I think February. It's not much, it's like maybe a 20 Rand or a 300 Rand or a 500 Rand, but at least that is something that we can use to put in extra towards our debt. Or just maybe, like in our case, we need to put it towards a medical fund or emergency fund or something like that. All right. So let me just put here, because obviously his salary has already, okay, now I'm going to do that just now. Hold on. So the next in line is rent. Then we've got power. We've got water. This is where we live. We have prepaid water and power. That's our food, propane, my kids' transport to school and back, our internet. So that's my cell phone, card tracker. I was thinking of phoning this company for my car tracker because my motorcycle, as you also know, is broken at the moment, so I can't drive. To see if they can maybe freeze this for me for, let's say, 3 to 6 months, which gives me time to fix my motorcycle, and then we can carry on paying for that. So then at least it will be 199 Rand then extra that we have to budget with. So, okay, this is cell phone insurance. That is for, because hubby's got a company phone, so this is for my cell phone and the kids' cell phone. Then hubby does drop me off and pick me up from work, but sometimes he is far and he cannot pick me up, or he needs to leave early and he cannot drop me off. So then I put money aside for myself to get to work and back. And then I'm just going to write here chicken. There's one of my colleagues that I order chicken from. It's chickens that he has on his farm, and every now and then he slaughters a few, and then he tells us when they are available, and we pay like 50 Rand a kilo, and it's quite big. It's like varies between 1.7 and 2 kgs a chicken. And what I love about his chickens is once you've cooked it, it doesn't shrink down because it's not being pumped full of all sorts of nonsense and brine and all of that. Okay, so me just see, I've got everything now. Okay, our rent is 6,500. Power 1,300. Water is 300. Food, guys, I'm just gonna budget on 2,000 this month, and we'll just have to make do with that. Propane is 100. Transport kids is 1,200. Our internet is 650. That is something I cannot cut on because obviously I use that to upload my videos, and I also use that to run my online business. My cell phone is 179. Car tracker is 199. Insurance is 90. And then for my Bolt, it's 500 that I put aside. And then, like, as soon as his pay came in on Friday, I already transferred this 500 to my TimeBank account so that we cannot be tempted to use it. And I know that is only for my transport because obviously I need to get to work and back. And then I ordered 3 chickens from him, and that's 250. Okay, so let's see. Let's take these pens. Let's see what we're working with here. 6,500 plus 1,300 plus 300 plus 2,000. I just want to double check that you guys can see. Okay, perfect. And then propane is 100, 650, 179, 199, 90, 500, and 250. Let me just see. Okay, so our subtotal here for our fixed expenses, well, I just put this in as fixed expenses, the chicken, so that I don't forget to pay for it. And all in all, you'll see that together with the 2,000 equals then 2,250. So it's 13,268. So for now, I'm just using my mentor's budget worksheet. I am busy, as I told you guys before, to create and design my own budget planner, which I'm super excited about. I will have my website and everything linked down below in the description, and you guys can go and check out and see if there's something that you can use. Let me just quickly just get my white out so that I can take these zeros out here. All right, so 21,700. Let's see what we are left with. Okay, that is 8,432. All right, so now we get to our subscriptions, which is Netflix, and I'll explain that now as well. Canva, FLA, Shopify is where my products are listed, so they are hosting my website for me. And then Google is my Google storage. Okay, so Netflix is 177. Now, this is mine. Like, we pay the mobile because we do not have a television, so we pay the mobile one of 59 Rand a month. But I pay for mine, and then hubby pays his, and then my daughter pays hers. But I budget it all in one because it comes off my account. So they just, like, my daughter gets allowance, I subtract sorry guys, I subtract her Netflix before I actually give her allowance for the month. And then hubby, obviously, he transfers his salary once a month. When it comes in, he transfers it over to my account. It's just easier to take care of all the bills and expenses from one account. So Canva is what I use to design the budget planners and savings challenges, etc. And then this is a subscription It's a mentorship that I belong to. We do Bible studies and learn how to start an online business to replace your salary ultimately. Because, I mean, obviously, I would like to be a more present mom. I was so used to being there for my kids when they have sports. Now, with this new job, I cannot because I work 6 days a week. We only allowed one Saturday off in a month, and yeah, it's actually heartbreaking because I used to be a present mom, being there for my kids and so on. Obviously, I can't just leave my job, so I need to have an income. Okay, so oh, and the Netflix, I am not prepared to cancel. It's 59 Rand a month for me, 59 for hubby, so that's 118 Rand, which is the only entertainment that we have, guys, because obviously we don't have a vehicle, so we don't go out and enjoy ourselves and have a little bit of fun. So this is our way of having fun with our limited finances. So 177 plus 150 plus 220 plus 20 plus 4. So that equals 571. And let me just get these zeros out. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. So 8432 less 571 is 7861. Right. So then we go over to debt. So we have Senator, which is our sequestration. We've got bears. We've got SARS. I'll tell you guys now about SARS. Then we've got loan 1. We've got arrears school fees from last year. This year we got 100% subsidized by the school. Our internet is also in arrears, so we're paying for that as well. And then loan 2. Then I've got my motorcycle tires that I'm still paying off, which is going to be done by June payday. This one will come off. And I cannot wait. So loan 3. So these are the type of loans that I had to take out for all his treatments, his dental emergency, his cancer, all of that, guys. So yeah. And then I also owe the tuck shop a bit of money. So on this one, this month we're only paying 500. This one we're only paying 50. Now I know we are shooting ourselves in the foot with these low installments, but this is just sort of to show them that we are not going anywhere and just to prevent them from taking any legal action unnecessarily against us. 100 Rand, arrears school fees. I've got an arrangement for 50 Rand. Last month I couldn't pay the arrears on our internet, so it's double this month. Then this one is 550. The tires is 500. I'm so glad this one will be done next month. Loan 3 is 800. Some of these I've already paid, but I'll show you guys in the debt update video. And then tuck shop 210. Okay, so let's see what we have here. 50252. Oopsie. No, what am I doing? 500, 50, 500, 100, 50, 252, 550, 800, and 210. So it's 3,000. 100, no, 3,512. Sorry, guys. Uh, so 3512. And then I just want to take this out. Okay, so we've got 7861 balance here. Less 3512. We've got a balance of 4349. Okay, so now we go to variable expenses, which is not really variable. Oh, look what I'm writing now. It's not really, it's a fixed amount, but last month I also couldn't give the kids their allowance, so it's going to be quite high or look quite high this month, but their allowance is actually just 200 Rand a month. Allowance. Okay, and then obviously my oldest daughter is expecting our first grandbaby, and we are hosting the baby shower for her this coming Saturday, the 30th of May. And yeah, so all in all, our finances will also look better as from the end of June, just because that expense will also no longer be there. So this daughter of mine, I've got 2 boys and 2 girls, just for those of you that are new that don't know. So she got 282 and then he got 400. So their allowance is 200 Rand a month. Baby shower, I budgeted 2,500. Last month I paid the venue hire, and then this month I'm paying for the snacks, the platters and the juice and all the little thank you gifts that I'm going to be handing out. I'll show you guys now what I've done so far. And then Father's Day is also this coming month. And because we don't have any sinking funds put away yet, I'm taking it out of one paycheck, guys. And that is also very important. Like, make a list of your sinking funds that you would like to put money away for. Like, I mean, we know Christmas is coming. We know birthdays are coming. We know Father's Day is coming, Mother's Day, things like that. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just start with one or two. And in my opinion, it will be Christmas and an emergency fund. And start putting little bits and pieces away every single month for that. And then by the time it comes or an emergency pops up, you will be thanking yourself that you've done that. So my birthday is also this coming month. On the 22nd of June is my birthday, and I am budgeting 300 for that. I've already got my birthday gift from hubby, and I will put a photo in here somewhere to show you guys what he got me. And I've already got some little sausages like cheese grillers and stuff, because our tradition in the household is to make breakfast for the one whose birthday it is and take it to them in bed. So we make the breakfast, all of us get up and we make the breakfast and we go and wake up the person whose birthday it is. I've also put in a day's leave for my birthday just so that I can just sort of relax and just have a little bit of me time, which is also very important. And then Father's Day, I still need to get hubby something. I was looking at a few ideas today, but yeah, it's difficult to buy it when he's with me. Let me just think now. I haven't forgotten something. No, it seems to be everything. So let's see. So that is 3,782. Okay. Let's see. 4349 less 3782. we've got a balance of 567. All right, so Christmas I am putting 67 Rand into, and then hubby's treatment for now I'm putting 500 Rand into. We'll see. The doctor might have mentioned that he's from his next treatment it will come down actually. So I'm not sure how much yet, but that is all I've got to put away. If need be, I will find a way to get more finances without going further into debt. Um, but yeah, so that leaves us with 567 less 567. Okay, let's put the subtotal here. And I'm just gonna, I know it's gonna be 0, but let me just take out this because there's something I love to do. It's some sort of satisfaction feeling to me, is that. So that is our budget for this payday. And what I then do is there will be a monthly spread like this in the budget planner that I'm busy creating. There is a budget starter pack on my website though. So what I then do is, as you can see, I've now started it on the 22nd because he got paid on the 22nd. I get paid on the 28th. And then I just jot down things, like Google storage, my FLA subscription, Netflix. Oh yeah, I need to add in hubby's Netflix. I never did that. So his goes off on the 26th. The car tracker comes out on the 1st. My Shopify comes out on the 6th. And then I do like events, Father's Day, and then my birthday. I make a note of as well. And then also the baby shower, which is this coming Saturday. So I will upload videos twice a week, on a Sunday and on a Wednesday. And as you guys know, my goal for my YouTube channel is to reach 400 subbies by 31 May. And it will be so great if you are still watching and you haven't subscribed yet to please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does support me and my family and helps us reach our goals. As you can see, our income is low, and in the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to save even though you are a low income household, how you can save as well, because we usually just tend to think, but my income is too low, I can't save money. But I will definitely show you in the next video coming up on Wednesday. So that is it from my side, guys. Thank you so much for your support, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. Bye.